Hello everyone, it's Iveoma, your guide to Nigeria, and today I'm going to be showing you how I'm moving money to myself now in 2021. All of this is coming up. Please make sure to like, comment below. Those are amazing ways to support my channel. Thank you. Okay, so I'm in my car because I'm about to drive out to Access Bank. So the reason I'm going to Access Bank is I decided to send money to myself via Sendwave. Sendwave is a money transfer app. It's normally a very easy way to send money to yourself. Because I'm doing this Sendwave thing, I have to go pick up my money at the bank. And so the closest bank to me is Access Bank. So I'm about to drive there, pick up my money, and just pretty much break down the process for you guys. Oh yeah, also I'm about to put on these hideous glasses. I haven't worn them in like 10 years, but I ran out of contact solution and I have to wear these glasses to drive. As soon as I get to the bank, I'm gonna start the timer and I wanna see how long it takes me to get dollars. If I even do, fingers crossed, they don't run out of dollars because I've heard of that happening. So let's just see. I want to discuss the whole process, like from me picking up my dollars to me changing it with the Alajis. And the reason I do not want to change it at the bank will be able to buy my dollars, but the reason I don't want to change it at the bank is because they're not going to give me the best rate. They're going to give me, I think the rate they're trying to offer is like $3.88, but the black market rate, which is the rate I always change at, is like I think it's like $4.71, $4.80. So it doesn't make any sense. So actually, I don't really know where this Access Bank is. I remember seeing it on this road, so because I don't know where Zenith is and Fidelity. I think the closest one is Aja. So, oh, I have to cross the street. Interesting. So the road is super bad because it rained. Ah, there's the Access Bank. I see you. Okay, I was worried that there'd be a lot of people, but there's not. I get a nice cushy. Oh, actually, there is a lot of people. Okay, now my glasses are fogging up a bit, but I put on my face mask because I'm about to go into the bank. And it looks like about 30 or 40 people in front of me, so I don't know, man. Fingers crossed that this doesn't take that long. Sendwave is an international remittance app and it's extremely easy to use. You know, after a Central Bank of Nigeria mandate that all remittances be paid out in US dollar, Sendwave quickly reacted, right? So there's a 1% transaction fee from the US and a 0% transaction fee and a great exchange rate from Europe. So if you're sending from UK, Italy, Spain, and Ireland, you get a 0% transaction fee. And you can pick up the transfer at any Zenith, Fidelity, or Access Bank branch. So this is what's really important. You do not need to have a bank account. I don't have a bank account at Access Bank, and I was able to pick up money. So you don't need a bank account at the bank. All you need to bring is 3 things: your bank verification number, a form of ID like a driver's license or a passport, and your phone, because it contains 2 Sendwave codes that you need to give the bank officials. And that's it, the 3 things: bank verification number, your ID, very important, and your phone with the Sendwave codes too. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot my bank verification code. So what I did was I sent a text through MTN. So for MTN, you have to hit *565*0# and then press send, and they're going to send you your bank verification number. Every single phone number in Nigeria, like, you can do it. So for MTN, for Airtel, for any of them, there's a code that you can just Google, and then you can get your bank verification number. Sendwave is amazing. So if you haven't given it a try, give it a try now and use my special promo code, which is just my name, Iveoma, Iveoma. And Sendwave will add an additional £5, $5, or €5 to your first send. That's $5, £5, or €5 added to your first send for free. Remember, cash pickups are available at any Fidelity, Zenith, or Access Bank. And it makes it so easy for you to send money to your loved ones. Okay, I'm leaving now, so when I get home, I will break down the process. I don't want to wave USD in the parking lot. That's not cute. I'm done with my transaction. I got my money. I'm going to show you guys in a bit, and some Naira. The incentive, 5 Naira for 1 USD. Oh my gosh. So 8:57 is when I stepped down from my car, and I leave the bank at 10:35. I'm going to tell you guys why in a minute. Okay, so I took notes the entire time in my little notebook. So let's start from the beginning, because when I got to Access Bank, there was a really long line. But then as I got closer to the bank, I realized that long line was for the ATM. Thank goodness. And I just told security, I'm doing a transaction inside. So I just walked right in. So it was actually really fast. So then when I got into the bank, I told them, like, hey, I sent money via Sendwave. They gave me this slip of paper. It's called a processing slip, and you have to put the receiver's information, so the receiver's name, address, relationship to sender, phone number, and purpose of the money. And then you have to put the sender's information, originating country, the amount. You also have to put your bank verification, number, and this is where you're going to put your voucher code. I filled out the slip, and I put my name as the receiver and the sender, and that's where an issue came up. And I gave them my Nigerian driver's license. I don't think it had to be Nigerian, but I'm in Nigeria. I only carry around Nigerian stuff. So I gave them my Nigerian driver's license, and Access Bank took both of my thumbprints. So then they also made a copy of the slip and my driver's license, like on the same piece of paper. So this was maybe 5 minutes into like me literally walking in. So this was done really, really fast. So this is where the issue came up, because then they actually looked at what I filled out and they said, pause, you're sending it to yourself and you're receiving it. Wahala, right? There was an issue. The clerk had to go get her manager. So they spoke together for like 15 minutes. Then the manager came to me and said, you're sending it to yourself and you're receiving. He said, did you send this to yourself when you were overseas? And I said, no, I sent it to myself last night. I live in Lagos. And so he said, why did you send it to yourself? That's what they said. Why did you send it to yourself? The manager and the clerk said, it would have been so much easier if you sent it to somebody else. And I said, I sent it to myself because it's my money. I want to send it to myself. And he said, we've never seen this before. I was the very first person they've ever dealt with that sent money to themselves. Headquarters. They had to send an email to like headquarters. And in between that, the code that I received expired. Okay, Sendwave sends you a verification code. I'm going to put a screenshot and just put it on. So they sent me a verification code, and then they said Iveoma Media, which is me, just sent $500 to you using Sendwave. Pick up with voucher code, and then the voucher code is like a series of letters and numbers, and then they tell you the banks. So any Zenith Bank, any Access Bank, any Fidelity Bank. Those are the 3 partnerships that Sendwave has now. So I think what happened is they sent that email to headquarters, waited, and then between that, maybe my code expired. So they had to wait for it to reset or for them to be able to get into the system again. Sendwave, you guys need to send memos out to every bank that you're working with right now, so this won't happen to anybody else. And it was funny because as soon as I came, two other people behind me also used Sendwave. But what happened is somebody sent them money, and then they were able to pick it like this. So they were in and out within 10 minutes. And okay, for example, there was a woman directly behind me. I'm gonna say I actually timed her, because when I heard her say Sendwave, I was like, oh, let me just see. Like, not timed her, that sounded creepy, but I looked at my cell phone when she started her transaction, and then I looked at my cell phone again when she ended it. And it took her 10 minutes because somebody sent her money, and then she picked part of that money, the dollars, and then she sent that part of that money to someone else's account. And she was able to do that all within 10 minutes. And then after her, there was another guy who also used Sendwave. Somebody sent him actually a lot of money via Sendwave, and he was able to pick it up very easily. Okay, so I was able to pick up my $500. And then because CBN also started this five naira for 1 USD thing, I also got 2,500 naira. This is incentive. This is not an incentive, by the way. This is another video. I'm gonna make another video about that. So as you guys can see, I was able to pick up my money. So this is step one of my process, right? Because yeah, I have USD, but I'm in Nigeria. So that means I need to change this USD to Naira. And pretty much I have to drive down to Aja to go find Alajis to change this money. So I'm gonna make another video, but this is part one, and this pretty much discusses my Sendwave experience. I just wanted to break down my Sendwave experience. I actually do recommend it in this day and time, just because of CBN and their desire to make life difficult for Nigerians. At least Sendwave has reacted to that, and probably is going to add more bank partnerships in the future, and they only take 1%. It was pretty simple. It was a very, other than the hiccup with them not ever experiencing someone sending money to themselves, it was actually a pretty smooth experience. Yeah, it was actually really smooth. So this is step one, guys. Step one, I got US dollar.